my goal having her on, trying to get her to express herself just as I don't know if I don't think these formats are good. I don't think that two people, first of all, I hate the idea of the presidential debates because I hate the idea of a time limitation on complex ideas. Also, you have to break.
I think you have to have the debates, though.
Right, but the way they do the debates, I think, is the wrong way to do it. I think they should have a conversation. I think you and Kamala, you sit across a table with no one in the room but the two of you. Of course, you're not going to shout at each other. Of course, you're not going to insult each other.
I mean, it may get. They used to do it
Hopefully,
that
it wouldn't, but that would be the way to do it.
They used to do it that way.
To
in the old
put
days.
cameras on you with no one interfering with with checking whether or not it's factual, especially when it's biased, because they checked you all those times and they didn't check her with clearly things that were inaccurate. Right. So have two people just have a conversation with us without a time constraint. And also this idea they cut off the microphone.
Well, and no crowd. How about
no crowd. Crazy too, because you're good at working a crowd.
I would rather have a crowd. But
of course you would. You're good at crowds.
But I had no. So they gave me an alternative. I don't think he won the debate.
Why did they want no crowd?
Because
what was the
I
argument?
think they thought I wasn't going to accept it. So I believe what they wanted to do is have me not accept. So they gave me a deal I couldn't refuse, and I said, I'll do it. Okay? It's like the mob.
Right.
I'll take it. So they came to me. They said, we'll debate Joe Biden. You know, that thing got tremendous ratings, too. That was crazy. But we'll debate Joe Biden, but you can't have a crowd. They also wanted sitting down. I said, that's the only thing. I said, look, you gotta stand up. You can't really sit down.
Right.
You know, in the old days, they did sit down a little bit, but
he gets tired.
You got to stand up. And they agreed to it. It was a very tough thing. It almost killed it. They wanted to have, like, desks, we said. I said, I think we should stand up. And that was the only thing I asked for. I said, we got to stand up. I thought it looked bad for, like, the public. But they said, no crowd and cut off the mic. And I said, I can live with it. I mean, I can live with it. And they thought I was going to reject it. And then they would say he didn't want to debate Sleepy Joe.
Right.
That's what they thought was going to happen.
Well, they tried to say that with you and Kamala as well. They tried to say that you didn't want to debate her as well.
No,
but
by the way, with her, number one, I'm leading. Number two, I didn't. They also said it with the primary. So I had like 10, 12 guys, right, in the primary. No stupid guys. I mean, they're governors and they're senators. They're not stupid people. Some are stupid, but not all of them. And all my guys said, you have to be in the debate. I said, why? I'm leading by 74 points. The closest guy to me, I'm like 60 points, 70 points higher. Why would I stand there like an idiot for 2 hours and let every one of them scream at me, I'm going to be the focus? What?
Right.
And I said, I'm not debating. And it was a very smart thing because, it was they just killed themselves.
The Republican primaries.
Yeah, the Republican primaries. I like debating. I think you have to debate. But I like
it has
debating.
to be fair.
I like debating like the Rosie O'Donnell debate. I like debating when you have a crowd. Remember the Rosie O'Donnell?
Yeah, it was very funny.
Megyn crazy
Kelly.
thing, Megyn. That was a hell of a question, man. If I didn't come up with that answer,
it was a great line.
Well, what it was is, we had 28,000 people. That was the Cleveland Arena where the Cavaliers played.
Right.
LeBron James. I'm not a big fan of LeBron James, but he is a good basketball player. But, that was and when I said that, the place went crazy. And she kept talking. No, she had like 10 of the.
Yeah, well, Megyn said you said it to other people, and you admitted you did. But it was funny. It was a comedic timing moment.
It was fine.
That's what they wanted to avoid.
It was lucky I did it because she was drowned. She wasn't finished. That question, but she kept talking, but you couldn't hear. To this day, they don't know what she said, but it wasn't buzzing. So anyway, but we had a good time.
Well, it's comedic timing, and that's the reason why to have a debate in front of a large audience. And then they
how
probably
did I
thought
do
you
with the Al
stacked the
Smith
deck.
dinner? I got very good reviews on that.
That was great. It was very funny.
It's
very funny stuff. The Tim Wall stuff was very funny.
Tim Wall, yeah.
He's funny.
That's a real beauty.
That's a crazy one. She said that she had picked him, and this is one of the questions I want to ask her, when she was sleep deprived. She said she was suffering from sleep deprivation when she picked him, which is just like, hey, maybe take a nap.
So I was, okay, look, let's see how it all turns out. I think we're going to win. I think we're way ahead now. I think we're way ahead. But
can I bring you back to 2020?
I think they're going to look at two things. They're going to say they should have had a primary, even if it was a short primary.
Yes.
They shouldn't have picked her. And then she's going to say, I shouldn't have picked this guy.
She shouldn't have picked that guy.
That guy's a
just
disaster.
the lying about Tiananmen Square.
Everything.
Admitted that, the military record, assistant
But she
coach
lied
versus
too. She
head
lied
coach.
too.
Yes.
Little things. So I did McDonald's last week.
I saw that.
And I actually got a call from your friends at Google, from Sundar. That's pretty good, right? He said, this is the biggest thing we've had in years.
You
The
at
hits.
McDonald's?
At McDonald's. Did you know that? It was one of the...
It was funny.
Who's a great guy, by the way. But he said, this McDonald's thing, I want to tell you, it's one of the biggest things we've ever had on Google. It just hit. But the reason I did it, and I actually, you never know about this stuff. I thought it was a throwaway. Mm-hmm. I didn't think our conversation was a throwaway, but I thought I'd walk in, and that was only to highlight the fact. And I have a friend, he owns like 56 of these McDonald's, and he said, do you want to use one? I said, yeah, I love it. So we went there, and the crowd was crazy. They had 28,000 people around the whole thing. Did you see the outside? It was crazy. The cars couldn't get through. Secret Service was not exactly thrilled. We had no idea what the hell. But I went into the place, and I did the French fry thing, and it just hit. But that's like in life. Sometimes you do. I thought it was like a quick throwaway. We're going to be there for 15 minutes. Then I said, I've worked here for 15 minutes, which is 15 minutes more than she worked here. She lied about McDonald's. And
is that proven that she never worked at McDonald's?
Well, McDonald's has no information. No, she has no information. There's nobody. The manager said she never worked there. It was a certain place, and he said they never. No, she lied. She's a liar. You know what they do? They'll say, like, on any one of the questions, they'll say, it's the exact opposite of what I say. IVF. He's against IVF, the fertilization.
Right.
And it's the exact opposite. I came out immediately strongly in favor. And they do ads. I'm against it. It's wrong. On every single topic. And, she changed policies on 15. I've never seen anybody change on more than one. You can maybe get away with one. Her whole life, fracking, every single thing that she was for, the confiscation of guns. She wants to confiscate. Now she's saying everybody should have a gun. In fact, we're going to get her a MAGA cap. I'm going to send her a MAGA cap. But she's changed, and I don't think people are buying it. Well,
some people are buying it because they want to buy it, because it's blue no matter who. There's a certain percentage of our population that's going to vote Democrat no matter what.
That's
and
true.
They're pressured. There's their community, their ideology. It's
what
left
I don't
is good,
understand?
right is evil.
I don't understand why. Okay, you have a wall, or you have I built 570 miles of wall. Everyone said I built a lot of wall, exactly the stuff. But you have a border. What I don't understand is, who would want people to come into our country from places unknown, like sometimes they'll say about a fighter, from parts unknown, right? Remember Haystacks Calhoun, from parts, he says from parts unknown, the old days, those are the old days, that's even before you. But who would want people to come in pouring in